What's going on, everyone? A-Fizzle here touring with y'all on this Saturday night. Had to get me a few screwdrivers in, but now I'm finna head to the house. But before I head to the house, I did want to talk about this subject right quick. And you should go by the topic. I know some of y'all might be like, oh, he's finally gonna say something about that situation. No. I know what situation y'all talking about. I'm gonna say that for another day. But I will touch on a certain subject, but I'm not going to say anything about it now. We're going to talk about something else. Toys R Us. So apparently, Toys R Us is done. They done closed the doors for good. I've been hearing speculation about it since late last year that Toys R Us was going to close the doors for good. There's going to be, I thought it was going to be here. They was gonna close the doors and maybe some other cities, but it looks like it's nationwide. Toys R Us is like they closing all the Toys R Us is down, and that really sucks because I don't shop at Toys R Us anymore. But that really sucks because if you're a '90s kid like I am, I'm a '90s kid. I came up in the '90s, so if you're a '90s kid like me, Toys R Us was your childhood. I remember going to Toys R Us when I was a kid. I remember my parents taking me to Toys R Us. I remember I got video games from Toys R Us. I got certain toys. I got balls. No, we're not talking about that balls, but we're talking about like beach balls and all that, basketballs. I got a lot of that shit from Toys R Us. So I remember going in there and my folks were like, "What you want, A-Fizz? You want to get this? You want?" I remember all that shit. It seems like a lot more of my childhood is going away. We don't have Blockbuster anymore. That was my childhood as well. I remember going to Blockbuster and buying the pop. Not buying. I was a kid. I didn't have a job. But like my parents buying popcorn for me. My parents would let me rent a video game from Blockbuster. I remember that. I remember those days, man. There's like a lot of stuff that was involved in my childhood is going away. Discovery Zone. That's not even here anymore. I remember I went to Discovery Zone once. I remember this shit. And it really kills me that it's like a lot more of my childhood is going away. I don't know. I don't have kids. I don't know if I ever will. But if that happens, I had kids. I can't. Only thing I can tell them is like, I remember we used to have a Discovery Zone, a Toys R Us, a Blockbuster. I remember when we used to have all that, but now it's gone. Only thing if I have kids, I know some of my cousins have kids. Only thing I can tell them is memories. I can't take my cousins to Toys R Us. If I had kids, I can't even take my kids to Toys R Us because it no longer exists. I don't know. I don't watch the news. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the deal was. So I honestly don't know why Toys R Us is out of business. But I guess they weren't making enough business. I guess they weren't doing enough business. I don't know. But it just, it kills. Like you come up with something. Even the elder statesmen, came up in the 80s, came up in the 70s, 60s, and all that, who always tell us. Our parents, our guardians will always tell us when we were kids in the 90s, they'll tell us, oh, we used to have this back in the day, but I can't take you there because that place closed down before you were born. It's like a generation pattern. It's like when something comes up for a certain generation, it only lasts for that generation, and then they just close down. I think that's Toys R Us was for us. I think it was meant for 90s kids and maybe 00's kids. And then that's it. It's done. There's no more. It's passé. And and I'm not the one that reflects back. I like to stay in the current. I'll be around my dad and his friends that talk about things happening in the 80s. I said, stay in 2018. I know what y'all did. Okay, I get it. You did this in the 80s, and it's, I guess, in a way, you're what's the one I'm looking for? You're blessed to live long enough to remember those days. And I'm not saying I don't want to hear anything about the 80s. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, if you're beating a dead bush, I mean, you beating a dead horse, that gets tiring after a while. It's like you saying the same stuff you've been saying. I get it. You did this in the 80s. I don't want to hear about it anymore. Let's say in 2018. Let's make new history. That's just always been my thing. Make new history. Don't continue to go back and talk about old history like people supposed to be intrigued. I'm not easily intrigued, but my point is like when you, I guess when you're a kid, you witness all these things as a kid and stick with you for life. And then when you get in your 20s and your 30s, you end up having kids on your own, or your cousins have kids, or your siblings have kids. You do want to share those memories with you. I get it. I guess for me, Toys R Us is one of my memories from the 90s, you know. And there's no more. It's sad, man. It's a sad day. I know Jeffrey got me pissed off right now. He's like, God damn it. I was a flagship of this damn store, and now, well, he didn't say damn, but I was a flagship of the store, and now it's over. What am I gonna do now? My nose is. I don't know. What are you gonna do now? I guess we got to see what happens, man. I wish I can get y'all a picture, but it's 1 in the morning, and you know, police be guarding that strip mall heavy. I don't want to go over there to the strip mall and police guarding it heavy, and they be like, "What you doing over here? Everything closed." So I'm not gonna get y'all. I couldn't get y'all any pictures today, but if it was earlier in the day and I had done this video earlier, then yeah, you would have got some pictures, but it's just not the case today. Oh, I thought there was police right there, but it's walking through. But you get my point, though. It's really sad. And then hopefully whatever comes in for the new generation of kids, you know, maybe they can have that, and maybe they can pass it down. But chances are they probably won't be able to pass that down, because that probably gone too by the time today's kids are in their 20s. So what you have to say, man? But yeah, rest in peace, Toys R Us, man. That was a good story. I enjoyed going in there in the 90s, man. I got a good chunk of toys from Toys R Us, so I know. But anyways, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. I'm finna go home. I'm about beat as fuck. So with that said, I'm gonna sign out, and I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all take care.